first week ng Accelerator program, keen to details. Basta-basta magsasign ng kontrata. Nakalagay pala dun sa contract mo, ang sahod mo $10 pero hindi mo makukuha yung $5 pagka 1 year mo. Hindi ko alam kung may gano'n na, wala naman siguro. Pero basahin ang kontrata. At pag may question ka pa, do not sign it right away. 'Di ba? Magtanong ka pa din. Is there any way that we can talk about the compensation? Mga ganyan. Hindi yung hinintay mo na yung job offer tsaka ka nagtanong ng price. 'Di ba? Dapat ini-initiate mo na yung ganong conversation. There's a question here in the chat. Sandra, okay ba tayo dun, squad, sa unang question na yon? I hope you've learned something from that sharing. Thank you. Sandra, you can unmute and maybe share it with the group.
Hi. Hello po, Coach and
Hello.
other squad. Gandang tanghali po. Coach, meron po kasing nag-email na client po sa akin. First client po if ever. And then nag-request po siya ng call using Calendly po. And then tomorrow po yun, Coach, March 1. May idea naman po ako, Coach, tungkol sa DC kasi nabanggit nyo rin po nung natakil niyo po ito noong mga nakaraang webinars eh. Yun nga lang, Coach, is to tell you honestly, nakakakaba pa rin pag iisipin kasi syempre po first client, foreigner, hindi pa po ganun ka-broad yung knowledge ko about this industry. So, mixed emotions ba, Coach? Hihingi lang po sana ako, Coach, ng idea po kung ano po kaya yung magandang sabihin sa kanya kapag halimbawa may hindi ako na gets or kumbaga may sinabi siya na hindi ko natandaan kasi what if hindi naka-record po yung aming call, yung mga ganun, Coach. Saka
Okay.
kung ano po ba yung gagawin ko, Coach, sa DC, like makikinig lang po ba ako sa kanya, yung ganun po, Coach. Thank you po, Coach.
Thank you, Sandra. I will give the floor to anyone here in this room. Medyo konti naman tayo today. Pero meron na ba sa inyo naka-experience na magkipag-discovery call sa client? VA John, discovery call? Di pa? VA Jolo?
Wala po, pero nakakapanood lang po.
Okay. VA Lee? Nakapag-discovery call ka na ba? Okay. No po. Okay. VA Jolo, before ko sagutin yung question ni VA Sandra, can you share maybe some nugget of information sa mga napapanood mo about the discovery call?
Yes po. Doon po sa mga during ng discovery call nila, first meron silang greetings, no? Kailangan i-greet muna nila yung client kasi yung client i-greet din sila. I-greet lang natin ng pabalik. Tapos onting kwento para magkaroon tayo ng medyo at ease siguro na feeling. Then mag-a-ask ng question yung client, sagutin lang natin, saka pala ako sa PA, sorry. Sagutin lang natin. Tapos yung sa mga napapanood ko, hindi naman talaga sila sobrang fluent sa English kaya okay lang din talaga. Basta as long as naiintindihan ng client yung sinasabi natin, yung gusto nating sabihin, tapos nasasagot natin yung mga tanong nila, tsaka yung mga gusto pa nilang malaman, naman po, nag-go through naman sila. Wala pa naman din po ako napapanood na hindi nag-success na VA doon sa discovery call.
Hindi na close. Kumbaga, close din lahat.
Opo.
Nice. Okay. Anything to add, VA Jolo? All good?
Yes po. At the end nung sa discovery call, usually magtatanong po yung mga clients kung meron ba tayong gustong itanong sa kanila. Kung wala tayong gustong itanong, okay lang. Pero mas better po ata na meron tayong itatanong about halimbawa paano sila mag-handle ng gantong mga scenario o kaya yung management nila or about dun sa company nila na hindi nyo na-discuss during nung discovery call nyo. Pwede nyo itanong yun kasi sa client, ang dating sa kanila, mas meron tayong pakialam kasi doon pa lang sa discovery call, nagtatanong na tayo. Ayun lang po.
Agree. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, VA Jolo, for sharing those information. Ang dami ng mga nakatch kong information na sobrang importante sa discovery call. Si VA Kim, can you share some of the things you've also learned from the things you've watched? I think you share some in the chat for me. Go unmute.
Yun nga coach, same lang din sa minention ni Jolo. Minsan po kasi meron silang parang presentation din na pinibigay. I mean, pinipresent sa discovery call. Parang ano po yung mga sample ng portfolio nila, mga ganon. Tapos meron ding mga questions yung client na parang ano yung maibibigay, may contribution mo para mag-grow yung business, ganon. Ayun lang, coach.
Nice, nice. Thank you so much, Kim. You know what I like about you squads, ikaw, si VA Jolo, si VA Kim, and maybe VA John, Lee, and Sandra too, is that you have been checking other people doing the same thing, you know, with the specific industry that you want to be part of. And that's very important for you to grow as a future freelance-based owner. Kasi napapanood mo siya eh. Para kang nanood ng sine nang di ka nagbayad at real life. Alam mo yung ganon? Para kang nanood ng live show tapos hindi mo kailangan magbayad. So, I believe that if you continue doing that, you use TikTok, you use Instagram, yun yung purpose kung bakit tayo nasa social channels, to learn, diba? And hopefully, when you had a chance to experience those things with your client, aka your freelance business, gagawa ka rin ng mga ganong content, diba? Kasi, syempre, bago nila nagawa yan, diba, squads? It takes X amount of discovery calls bago nila ma-share ang kanilang mga call, di ba? Sino ba namang gustong mag-share ng video na nagkakamali ka? Uutal-utal ka kay client mo pagkausap mo. But it's my turn to share my thoughts around it. VA Sandra, thank you so much for your question. And yeah, Jolo and Kim, thank you for sharing your thoughts too. This is the kind of VA squads I like. I ask you some questions and you don't have to be the one to experience it. It could be something that you've watched or something you've learned too. But I consider myself as someone who started as, you know, I am not comfortable with discovery call squad. To be honest, I felt like discovery calls before are like interviews. Alam mo yon? Yung parang ini-interrogate ka na hindi ka mapakali sa inuupuan mo. Parang ganon. And that's how I imagine discovery calls. No, hindi pa ako nagkakaroon ng discovery calls, all right? But now, you know, after running a freelance business for over 5 years, I'll celebrate my 5th anniversary this March 13. Ngayon ko na-realize kung gaano ka-easy lang pala dapat ang discovery call. When I say easy squad, thank you VA Sandra, ang cute naman ng reaction mo na parang pop balloon. When I say easy, hindi ko sinasabing ang dali makipag-usap. Don't get me wrong, squads. Thank you, VA Jolo. It's really accepting the fact and being reminded, ano ba ibig sabihin ng discovery call? Kayo, squad, pag narinig niyo yung word na discovery, ano mga naiisip nyo? You can unmute to share your answer. Pag sabing discovery, ano ibig sabihin? VA Kim.
Ayun. For me, coach, from the word itself, discover, parang i-discover mo, yun nga, you need to ask the client, i-discover mo kung anong classic business pa meron siya, ano yung maitutulong mo sa kanya, mga ganong bagay.
Nice. Thank you. That's exactly correct. When you say discover, you are the one asking the client. Okay? So, babaguhin natin ang ang definition ng discover. Ang dami kasing nalilito diyan eh. Yung kaibahan squad ng interview at discovery call is interview, you are the one being asked. Tama ba? Pag discovery call, ikaw yung mag-i-initiate ng questions sa client. Hindi siya yung client, yung ano bang mga service mo, tell me about your strength, ganyan. But before you get to that point, squad, ito yung napaka-importante sa discovery call. May 3 parts ang discovery call. Drop 3 in the comment section for me. Kung may notes kayo, mas perfect. Kung wala, kumuha kayo ng notes. Or mag-notepad kayo. 3 part ang discovery call. Tinatawag tayong greeting, yung sinasabi kanina ni VA Jolo. Pag sinabing greeting, hindi lang siya, hi, hello, hindi siya ganon, squads ha. Greeting is equals to setting the tone of the discovery call. O, lagay niyo yan sa chat o sa notes nyo. Greeting is setting the tone. When you say setting the tone, it's not tone of voice, but sino ba ang magiging alpha sa call na to? Sino ba ang magiging bangka sa call na to? Ganyan. At dyan magsisimula, at ito yung this is the step that would define if the client will ask you or you're the one who's gonna ask the client, depending on how you start the greeting part, which is setting the tone. There are two steps for setting the tone. Number one is, of course, you greet the client. Hey, John, great afternoon. Thanks for having this call with me. Second, you're setting up expectation on how you perform a discovery call. Let me share you this quad. You will start your freelance career, your remote career, and you would really sound professionally on a discovery call if you have a little description about how you run a discovery call. Allow me to give you an example. Drop a heart if you want me to. Ayan, this is how I start my discovery call squad. So for example, my client is si VA Jolo. Hi Jolo, great afternoon. Thanks for spending this time with me via Zoom. How's everything going so far? Syempre, VA Jolo, kunyari sumagot ka daw. How's everything going so far? Kunyari ikaw yung client ko. Ayan, nahiya bigla si Video, si coach talagang hilig mag-impromptu ng mga ng mga script. So, kunyari sasabihin ni VA Jolo, oh, everything's good, how about you? Ganyan. Yung mga normal na tanungan, di ba? Yung kakapain mo pa kung bet ba niya ako o hindi ko siya bet. Doon na papasok. And kung naka-attend kayo ng 3-day training natin sa loob ng Your Confident VA, naalala niyo yung personality profiles? Doon yan. Doon mo malalaman, ay, nako, feeler tong client na to. Nako, and everything is great. Julie, how are you doing? Ay, entertainer to. Kailangan informal lang to. Pag sinabi naman niya na, it's good. How about you? Mga ganon. Ay, medyo authoritative, controller, thinker yata tong client na to. Ganon, di ba? So pag sabi, it's good. Oh, everything's fine here. So I'd love to start the discovery call if that's okay. Yeah, sure. Ako na rin yung naging client. For VA Jolo, ganyan. Ako na rin yung naging client. So, you can just say, all right, so I usually conduct a discovery call. So this is like a 60-minute chat with a business owner like you. We can tackle everything around your business, but this is more of like, me asking you set of questions to see fit for my services and the things that you need. Now, at the end of this discovery call, it's not really about closing the deal. This is how I do it, Scott. It's not about closing the deal, but I really just want to know what kind of help you need and if I'm the right person to give that help. And if not, I have a variety of network that can help you. So shall we begin? Ganon siya, squad. You set the expectation. It's a 60-minute call. I really just want to know you, get to know your business and your need, and then we can see fit for the kind of services that I can offer. Ganun lang siya. Oh, okay, great. When you do that, it's a setting of expectation. Drop that in the chat box for me. It gives a feeling sa client na you're making the discovery call light. Pangalawa, hindi mo hahayaang alpahin ka ng client. So tell me more about your strength. Let's start there. Yung mga ganon. No, you set the tone. Hindi ba mas madaling makipag-usap kapag ikaw yung unang kumausap? Tama ba, squads? Di ba mas madali yun? Ganon din sa discovery call. Now, let's go to the second one, which is the body. Drop body in the comment section for me. So greeting, the body. The body consists of a lot of things. This is where you ask a lot of questions. This is where you ask a lot of questions and you welcome the client to ask you questions too. So coach, can you give me some samples? And by the way, squads, you will remember I told you you will receive an access to my discovery call samples with my clients. So I'll share that with you this coming Friday, para over the weekend mapanood nyo siya. All right. So kung gusto nyo maka-receive ng access na yon, drop a heart in the comment section for me. But the body of the discovery call is more of asking questions. This is where you create a two-way communication and conversation with the client. I'll give you 3 questions to start off with. Ready to jot down notes? Drop ready in the comment section for me. So the first question you can ask, this is a scenario, a case study where you have never talked to this client. There were no informations being given prior the discovery call. Is just like sparking the discovery call and that's it. Sitting down, hopping in with the client. Gawin nyo siyang para kayong dalawang marites. Na ang pinag-uusapan nyo is yung business. So the first question you can ask is, tell me more about your business. Hey John, tell me more about your business. Oh yeah, sure. So my business is I have a consulting firm, and then let the client talk. Now, I'll pause real quick and ask you something. Ano yung dapat ginagawa mo habang nagkukwento si client ng about sa business niya, Squad? You can unmute to answer what you should be doing while the client is giving you informations. Taking notes? Yep. I like that. Or pay attention, right? Kailangan, ito kasi sa discovery call, it is something na kailangan nyo, Squad, i-master for me, right? Tawa ng tawa si VA dyan. Joke lang. Is that when you talk to your clients, habang nagkukwento siya, Squad, you have to take notes. Pakita nyo naman nag-notes kayo, di ba? Parang notes lang. And then you give your verbal nods. Drop verbal nods in the comment section for me. And you're paying attention. Kumbaga nagsusulat ka, pero binabalikan mo siya. Kasi Squad, papakita ko sa inyo. Kunyari, kukuha ko ng ballpen. Kunyari, ganito yung itsura ko habang tinanong ko yung client. So tell me more about your business. What do you do? Tas ganito lang ako. Para kung nakikinig ng podcast. Diba? Hindi mo na binalikan. Andiyan yung client mo nag-i-explain. Diba? Very rude, tama? Parang ayoko, sige, nakikinig ako. Yung mga ganun kausap natin minsan. Wag ganon. You can really have that eye contact and mag-notes ka and then you look at the client. Ganyan. Kapag if ever man nagtanong si client na kung hindi obvious na may hawak kang ballpen, akala niya nagsi-cellphone ka, ganyan. Pag sinabi niya, why are you not looking on the screen? You can just simply tell the client na, oh, I hope you don't mind me taking notes. They love that. They love that. And bonus pa yan kung kaya mo magbigay ng summary ng discovery call nyo. All right. So those are the kind of examples that I have for body. So really enjoy and involve yourself in the conversation. The first question I have is tell me more about your business, and then let the conversation fly and let the conversation flow. Magtatanong ka, magtatanong si client. Are there any structured questions you can ask? Para sa akin, tatlo yung importante yun. Tell me more about your business. Tell me the specific details of the help you need. What are the areas or tasks you really need help on? Okay, that's the second one. And then yung pangatlo para sa akin importante is, if hindi na-mention ni client, Squads yung, is there anyone on board prior this call? Like, I just want to know if this is going to be a new thing for you. You've never gotten any VA help in the past and it's going to be your very first time. So, ibig sabihin nun, medyo kailangan mo siyang i-onboard sa process. Kapag ka hindi, pag meron ng tao talagang gumagawa na, oh, no, Julie, there's someone who's doing this for me. It was my niece, but my niece needs to work in a corporate world. So, I need to look for someone who can do this for me. Kapag ka sinabi niya na may iba ng taong gumagawa nun, ibig sabihin may mga process na, diba? May mga steps na ginagawa. Mas madali sa'yo. Pag sinabi niya na, oh, no, it's my first time of doing this. So, that's why I actually contacted you, because I feel like you have a little knowledge on how it works. So, ikaw yung magiging medyo guide ni client. Nakuha ba, Squads? Drop a heart in the comment section for me. So, yun yung body. Yung pangatlo naman, Squad, is when you talk about the pricing. How much does it cost? Drop pricing in the comment section for me. So, syempre, you exchange questions, nasagot mo. Baka tanongin ka rin niya, tell me about your strength, tell me about your experiences, yung mga ganyang question. Doon na yung BAKM yung sinasabi mo, nagpe-present sila. Minsan kasi, ang style ng mga freelance agency owners, gumagamit sila ng presentation, pinapresent nila sa client yung kanilang portfolio. Yun yung portfolio, Squad. Personally naman, Squad, ako, what I do is I send my portfolio to the client and then I let him view it at mag-decide siya kung gusto niya akong i-discovery call. Why do I do that, Squad? Kasi personal lang naman to, Squad, and it's not something standard. I do that because if I let them see my previous works. You will only do this if you have previous experience, you have clients you've supported. You are trying to respect them that they will have time to look at it, like visually, and then they can make decision. Okay, si Julie ba talaga yung tamang taong dapat kong kunin sa discovery call ko? At isang sign sa akin yon. Kapag sinend ko yung portfolio ko sa client, sabi niya, Julie, I'd like to confirm when can we hop in for a discovery call. Ibig sabihin nun, halfway close ko na yung deal. 50% sure ball ako na mako-close ko yon. Yung 50% ang magde-define ng squad is kung paano ako makikipag-usap sa kanya sa discovery call. Paano ko mapapanindigan yung nakalagay sa portfolio ko at paano ko maaalala yung mga nilagay ko doon na services. And make sure, ito pala, pro tip, make sure kung magsasend kayo ng portfolio or resume sa client mo, memorize mo ang information na nilagay mo kasi hindi pwedeng magkaiba-iba yung mga sasabihin mo sa discovery call. It should match. Your portfolio, whatever document you send to your client should match your conversation, the things that you're saying, the informations you're giving. Kasi, syempre, ayaw mo namang magmukhang parang liar, di ba? So, let's move on to number 3, which is the pricing. If you're enjoying this session so far, give me a heart and the heart react, ganyan. Yung pricing naman yung eto na, yung medyo parang, sino bang magsasabing I love you yung muna? Parang sa relationship, sino bang unang aamin na love ko na siya or love niya ba ako? Yung pricing Sa pricing naman, so, ano na, di ba? Ganun lang. Siyempre may presyo, di ba? So, you have to be comfortable with those discussions, squad. If the client, most of the time, client initiate this question and they simply ask you, okay, can you tell me how much would it cost for doing this project? Siyempre, sabihin na nila, this is my business, these are the things that I specifically need. Ito yung mga services na kailangan ko. Ito yung hours na kailangan ko mag-work yung VA ko. Okay ka ba doon? Yes, okay, awesome. Minsan may mga asa ko na weekend. Is that something you can do? Ganun siya. So, magkano siya? Ganun na siya. Tapos minsan, pagka freelance beginner ka, medyo uncomfortable yung feeling pagka duluno ka muna kung magkano yung papresyo mo habang nag-run ka ng math sa utak mo, diba? There will be a separate discussion around pricing, squad, on how do you structure that. But really name your price. Presyohan mo sa specific na amount na alam mong yun ang price mo when it comes to your effort, when it comes to your time, when it comes to your expertise, na nakabase sa sinabi ni client na kailangan niyang services. Does that make sense? So if the client says, I need someone to post for me 3 times a week, I need someone to schedule it for me, of course. From creating content, that person should be okay with creating graphics in Canva and also creating captions with that. And then there are like 20 people every day who visits my page and ask inquiries. I need that same VA to do the service for me. And you would ask a client, may I know your operating hours? So we're open around 9 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time till 5 in the afternoon. So ano ibig sabihin ng squad? Is that a full-time or a part-time VA na kailangan niya? VA nor G. Anong kailangan ni client? Full-time o part-time? Magpo-post 3 times a week, magke-create ng content, magke-create ng caption, at kailangan niya may nagre-reply from 9 a.m. West Eastern Standard Time to 5 p.m. Full-time. There you go. Naka-mute yata si VA nor G. Full-time yung kailangan niya. So, kailangan mag-run na agad ng math sa isip mo yun. Habang nakikipag-usap ka, which is the body part, nagko-compute ka na ng squad. Yun actually yung purpose ng notebook mo. Para isulat yung mga sinasabi. Tapos yung sa gilid, computation yun squad. Compute mo na, okay, ito ang presyo ko sa kanya. Right? So, that's the pricing. And ito yung tip ko when it comes to pricing, squad. Pag may binigay kang amount, make sure yun na yun. Drop yun na yun in the comment section for me. Name your price. Kapag ka full-time, actually, ang ginagawa ko sa client, automatic project siya. So, I charge per month. And during the body discussion, bago ko mag-pricing, I kind of recap whatever she mentioned kasi I have my notes with me, right? Ganito ako mag-transition sa pricing stage, squad, or sa closing part. Yung, All right. John, thank you for sharing all this information for me. I'd love to recap the information that I got from this call. Is that okay? Yes, awesome. So you told me that you need a VA who can create a graphics for you, and that graphics would also be we will also be creating captions. Is that correct? You verified. Yes, that's correct. All right. And it seems like you need someone who can work full time, like around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard to 5 p.m. Florida time. Absolutely. So this is like 8 hours Monday to Friday, correct? Yes. Great. And you need someone to answer inquiries while creating all the captions and creatives. You need someone to be like your customer service support. Yes. Awesome. Is there any additional things you will add to this list? No, I think that's all that I need for now. Awesome. Right now, can we move on and talk about the price for this project? I use the word project, by the way. I don't use the word service. I use project. Kasi pag sinasabi ko yung word na project, parang it elevates the urgency that I'm very serious with this thing, you know? It's not just a discovery call and I waste my time. Can we talk about the price for this project? Absolutely. So you now go for your sales pitch, right? Actually, it's not a sales pitch. You just tell them how much it costs. With the services that you need and the things that you have mentioned earlier, I'm very happy to tell you that these are the kind of services that I can support you. Kunyari, yung lahat ng list kaya mong gawin, squad. Drop number 1 if you are following along. Kunyari, lahat kaya mo namang gawin. No fake at all. Kaya mo siyang gawin and execute. So you tell her that these are the things that I am confident of providing for you, which is great news, right? Yes. And I usually worked with a client, considering that it's full-time, I'm very happy to really spend time with you with this particular hours if you want to push for this project, and it would cost us this amount. For example, I usually, for this social media management service that you need, I am around 900 to 1100 for this project full-time. You give the price and you look at the client. Hindi pwede yung I'm at $900 to $1,100 for this price. Tas di ka titingin para hindi ka matense. Hindi ganun, squads. Tingin ka sa client mo. Oh, okay. Is that something that you're comfortable of investing in your business? Then you ask them a question like that. Hindi yung parang I go around $900 to $11,000 for this full-time project. Tapos pause. Tapos yung ingay na lang yung electric. Hindi ko alam kung narinig yung electric. Hindi ganon. Please, it's a dead air. We call that dead air sa BPO. You ask the client para it initiates for them to answer. So you tell them, is it something that you are that you're open of investing in your business? Right? Maging honest naman sa iyo yan eh. How much again? 900 to 1100. I'll give you so kung makikita mo, hindi ako nabigay ng final amount. Tama ba? Hindi ako nabigay ng final amount. At least yung client mo, nasa isip niya na ang pinakamababang pwede kong makuha is 900, ang pinakamataas is 1100. Nasa sayo na lang yun kung magkano ilalagay mong final sa kontrata. Depende kung magkano yung mapag-uusapan yung presyo. Kuha ba, squads? Sa pag sinabi niya na, oh, okay, nice. All right. Is there any way we can work it out for $800? Pag gumanon, syempre tatawad yan, squad. Ito na yung price battle. Bahala ka na mag-lead doon, squad. Mas gusto ko na ma-experience mo muna siya bago ka mamoblema kung paano magre-respond sa pricing battle. Matututo ka kasi organically. But that's how you do a discovery call. All right? And of course, you close it. Now, ito naman yung other part of discovery call. Buhay pa ba tayong lahat? Ayan, drop a heart in the comment section for me. Ito yung isa pang part ng discovery call. Ang discovery call, squad, hindi talaga yun automatic na kailangan magpresyuhan kayo sa huli o mag-close o mag-yes or no yung client mo. Hindi talaga ganun ang discovery call. Personally, for me, a discovery call is just to really know who are you talking to. Identifying if that client is your ideal client or not. Diba? And you telling them honestly if you are the right fit VA or not. Paano naman, coach, kung yung mga services na hinihingi ng client, merong isa o dalawa doon na hindi ko kayang gawin? Or at the very least, I have no experience of doing. For example, same thing. Create captions, create content like graphic designs, and act as a customer service plus editing my videos for YouTube. So, kunyari, hindi ka nag-YouTube video editing, right? You would tell the client, Remember the recap, diba? Are you guys following along? Diba nag-recap ka? All right. Thank you, John, for your time and sharing me this information. I'd love to recap what we just discussed. Sure, go ahead. So you mentioned you need someone to create graphics. You mentioned you need someone to create content. Is that correct? Yes. And you need someone who can act as a customer service too. Is that correct? Great. And you need someone to edit videos for your YouTube account. Yes, awesome. Now, out of the 4 services that you need help with, the first 3 are the services that I'm confident I can provide right now. However, for the video editing, this is not something I have done in the past. I'm happy to take this on only if you are okay for you to walk me through it, if you have done it for yourself in the past, or I can have someone to recommend to do the video editing for you. Let me know your thoughts. So you're being honest with the client. Drop honesty in the comment section for me. You have that integrity na hindi parang, oh, kaya ko yan gawin, ganyan. Kaya ko yan, oo, ganyan. Tinanong ka ng client mo, marunong ka ba mag-automation? Nag-yes ka lang. Oo, kaya ko yan. Mag-YouTube lang ako. Pwede, but it would take time. Tandaan mo, binabayaran ka ng client mo per hour or per project. Ang sinasacrifice mo doon is yung cramming time mo na aralin yung isang bagay na alam mong hindi ka talaga expert. Huwag ganon, squad. Okay? Be honest with the client. So, this can be replayed. Pakinggan mo ulit yung sinabi ko na yun nga. Out of the 4 things, the services that you need help with, the first 3 are the line of services that I'm comfortable of providing with my experience or expertise. Say you're part of the academy. However, for the video editing, this is something I haven't done personally. So let me know if you're comfortable of you walking me through it and how it's done so I can provide that service for you, or I can recommend someone who can do this for you separately. Let me know which one works. So magtitipid ka ba o kailangan mo ng someone na gagawa nito na expert din sa akin? Hindi ibig sabihin nun hindi ka niya na i-hire. Ang hina-highlight mo lang yung mga bagay na kaya mong gawin at yung hindi mo kayang gawin. Magkaiba yung tumatanggi ka. Na parang, I'm sorry. Out of 4 services, it seems like there's one that I cannot do. Boom, period. Paano na yung discovery call? Diba? So parang, so yung client parang, parang ganon. So you don't want to wait for you don't let your client hanging. Give me a thumbs up if this is helpful for you right now, right? So yun last nga, discovery calls aren't meant for you to sales pitch. It's really about discovering someone's business and see fit. The client discovers your business, and then you let the client discover your business too. What can you do? What can you not do for now? And if they will allow you to learn that as you go. Okay, VA Sandra, did I answer your question? Let me know your thoughts after hearing that guiding steps for me.
Yes po, Coach. Mas naliwanagan po ako. Thank you rin po kina VA Jolo, VA Kim. Ang dami po pong
Yes.
natutunan. Nakakailang pages na rin po ako.
Ayan, wag
So,
masyado
notes.
ma-pressure para sa akin. Alam mo, ang very first, I can vividly remember my very first discovery call. Para akong basta, natakot ako. Mukha akong takot sa Zoom. Ni-record ko pa nga yun eh. Ang kapal pa ng fest ko nun, squad, kasi sabi ko sa client, I hope it's okay for me to record this discovery call. It's my first time having one, so I can just learn from this conversation. Oh, absolutely. Ayun, kinain ako ng buhay ng client. So, at okay lang yon. But really for me, kung friend ko yung mag-discovery call, let it flow. Basta alam mo lang yung mga kailangan mong tanongin. And I hope that the 3 steps I give you, part of the body, matatandaan mo. And of course, closing pala. So yung closing naman, part na yun ng pricing. So, hey, thank you so much, VA John, for spending this time with me. Thank you for letting me, get to this kind of business and services that I can offer. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. Assure the client that, you can contact me if you need anything. Ganyan. Whether it's a closed deal, not closed deal, and recommend. Bakit? You have to leave a lasting impression with the client, a good lasting impression with the client. Kasi ako naniniwala ko, squad, hindi ko man naging client yung naka-discovery call ko today, pero alam ko na maaalala niya ako, na mabait ako sa kanya, maaalala niya yung mga services ko, at i-recommend niya ako pag may nakita siyang ibang kakilala niyang client na kailangan ng service ko. Kasi mabait ako sa kanya. Drop a heart if that resonates. 'Diba? Pagka easy ka lang sa discovery call, you set yourself in a, tanggalin mo yung nasa isip mo na, kailangan ma-close ko 'to, parang gigil na gigil ka. Kasi 'di ba nga sabi ko sa inyo, mararamdaman ng kausap nyo yung intention nyo kung bakit nyo sila kinakausap. So pag discovery call squad, relax lang. Kausapin mo lang yung client kung ano yung mga kailangan niya. Ayan. So that's the discovery call, not a trick, but a guiding steps from me. Kasi ginagawa ko rin siya. I hope that when you watch the discovery call videos that I'll share with you, grabe, makikita niyo yung difference ng face. Doon kasi medyo ano pa ako, fresh pa. Joke lang. Makikita niyo yung stress mode. Meron ako doon hindi ko talaga binura. Meron ako doon discovery call na mukha talagang ang dami kong pinagdaanan ng araw na yun. But sobrang dami niya matututunan sa introduction. I mean ang tawag ko kasi intro call introduction call. Sa discovery call na yon. Kasi basta pure gold, walang edit-edit. Kung ano yung sinabi ng client, yun na yun. Kung paano ako nagpresyuhan ng sarili ko, gaano kakapal yung fest ni Coach Julie Bay pa nagpe-presyo siya. Ganon. Gusto kong makuha niyo yung ganong attitude na parang, hey, I have invested in myself learning this. I've invested my time learning this. This is my time to service and someone to invest in my skill. Ganon, di ba? Di ba nga? V Academy mission, learn the skill, monetize, live life. Ganon yung peg niya. All right. We have 8 more minutes, but I'm very happy to entertain another question if you will let me do that. Any added question? Yes, that vibe. O diba? I mean, squads, importante pala yun ha. Yung energy mo dapat na, alam mo yun, you know you can do it and you will do everything, whatever it takes for you to get there. Mararamdaman ng client mo yun na parang, ay, parang ibang VA to parang hindi ko to ma-alpha, parang gano'n. Ay, parang ano to yung iba kasi yung connotation pag Pilipinas, pwedeng i-lowball. Ay, parang iba to medyo may firmness yung pagsasalita 'di ba? Huwag masyadong squad Huwag masyadong friendly balansehin niyo lang. You can be nice and be naughty too. You know what I mean? Be that. Be that with your client. Thank you. Ayan. You're welcome, VA Sandra. Any other question that you want to talk about? Grabe yung discovery call. Parang pinagpawisan ako ng very light squad sa discovery call. Coach, ituturo niyo po kung paano makahanap ng client sa LinkedIn. Yeah, that's absolutely. So if you can remember, our week 2 is dedicated for social media channels. Yesterday, we started with Instagram. Tomorrow, we're gonna go Facebook. And then Friday, we're gonna go LinkedIn. Tapos, squad, next Monday, kasi graduation na tayo. Excited na ba kayo? Drop naman kayo ng yung, ano ba yun? Reaction. Oh, VA John, excited na siya, Mukhang excited nga si VA John. Diba? So, yung Monday, yung week 3 natin, yung graduation week natin, tuturo ko sa inyo kung paano i-combine lahat yung platform na yon. Paano kayo mag-engage using all those platforms. If you wishes to market yourself with all the platform. And, paano nyo magagamit yung mga strategy na yon, ang tawag ko doon client engagement, the VA Squad way, sa ibang mga platform. May it be TikTok, Twitter, hindi ko alam, Tinder, baka doon ka makahanap ng client mo. Hindi, I mean, you can use it in any kind of platform you wish to use it. Pero sa akin, masasabi ko squad na ang successful na VA squad, for the years of experience of teaching in this platform, VA Academy, ang mga naging successful dito yung pagkaturo ko ina-implement agad. As in, nagagawa niya agad. Pina-practice para pag nagkamali ka man, ay, mali pala yun, mababago mo agad. Diba? So, execute. Ayan. Kanang mag-think twice. Isa nga lang iisip natin, paano nag-think twice? Paano yun? Execute mo agad, diba? So, ayun. If we don't have any question, then I think we can cap off this squad call. Gusto ko lang sana manghingi ng takeaway nyo or what you have learned from this session bago tayo mag-end. Ayan. Sinong gustong mag-start? Thank you for joining me, by the way. Si VA Jan, kanina pa kita gustong kausapin. Mag-share ka naman ng takeaway mo for today.
Ano ba? Busy kasi. Kasama, nag-work din kasi po ako. Kaya,
ganun ba? Share ka lang ng isang
parang,
natutunan mo.
sige. Yung pag sa discovery call po, yung paano mag-handle ng parang future client mo, ganun po.
Sige, VA Jolo, ay VA Jan rather. VA Jan, mag-replay ka ha. Lalagay ko to sa sa group natin, tapos share ka ng takeaway mo ha. Thank you for
Sige.
joining anyway while you're working. VA Jolo, what have you learned today?
Mga parts po ng discovery call at saka ngayon ko lang din po talaga nalaman na magkaiba po pala yung interview sa discovery call. Ayan, ngayon ko lang po na nalaman na ang discovery call pala ay tayo yung mag-ask ng question sa client. Pag interview, yung client ang magtatanong ng question sa atin. Then the parts, greetings, and body and pricing sa discovery call. At mostly ng mga sinabi niyong coach, sinulat ko dito. Ginawa kong script.
Verbiage, okay. VA Jola, i-correct ko lang yung kaninang sinabi ko ha. Pag sinabing discovery call, the ideal discovery call is we are the one asking the client, but the only way for you to do that is when you set the expectation on the greeting part. So, dun mo i-define kung sinong magko-control ng discovery call. Gagawin mo ba siyang interview type na client ang nagtatanong sa'yo, o gagawin mo siyang ideal discovery call na you ask the client for what they need? And alam nyo ba, squad, para sa akin na, and thank you, VA Jolo, for sharing what you have learned, is that pag nagawa mo ng malupit yon, squad, na set mo yung tone na, don't worry, I got you. I'll run this show for you. You don't have to put effort. 75% na win mo na yung discovery call. Mako-close mo yun. Ganon siya kalupit, squad. Okay, thank you. Si VA Lee. VA Lee, can you share what you've learned today? Ayan, wala yata si VA Lee. Si ano na lang, si VA Kim. VA Kim, can you share what you've learned today?
Ayun, coach, yung important things or step-by-step process sa discovery call. Tsaka new learning yung coach yung about dun sa set expectation sa discovery call. Kasi parang may impress mo yung client na ako yung magbabangka sa discovery call, hindi more on interview. Ayan.
Yes.
Good learning, coach. Thank you.
Diba? And it builds you. Alam mo, pag nagawa mo yan sa very first discovery call mo, squad, oh my gosh, magiging, sino pang i-discovery call dyan? Ibigay nyo na sa akin. ganong vibe. Ikaw, lika, let's go. Diba? Parang ganon. So, it boosts your self-esteem kasi. Ako, personally, sa dami ng naka-discovery call, hindi lahat yun na-close, pero it gives me a lot of boost. Kasi ang intention ko, ba't ako nakikipag-discovery call is, gusto ko malaman if ano ba yung business mo, how it works, for my own learning too, in the future, paghandaan ko yung ganyang business, or ano ba yung maitutulong ko sa'yo. Ganun, pure heart dapat, squad, pag nagdi-discovery call. So thank you so much. I feel like you're going to nail that, VA Kim, kasi the way you talk, 'di ba? Pag galing ka kasi sa BPO, my gosh, kahit sino kaya mong i-persuade with your voice. Pero ito kasi this time, may face kasi So, kailangan, hindi na pwede yung parang, alam mo yung roll eyes ka sa abaya. Naalala ko tuloy yung mga BPO days ko, hindi na pwedeng ganon. Ngayon, kailangan, ano ka talaga, you're pretty visual and client can see you. Thank you so much, VA Kim. I'm excited for your very first discovery call. Sige, let's move on to VA Norgy. Can you share your takeaway today?
Hello. Wait.
Hello.
I'm sorry guys, late ako naglaban. So, kaya doon. But anyways, hindi ko nakita narinig yung first part of it all, but hearing from you all, naka-learn ako from your takeaways, kumbaga. Somehow, kasi di naman ako narinig yung unang discussion. Yung sa discovery call and interview, the difference ng dalawa, and sabi ni VA Jolo, yung discovery call is tayo ang tatanong sa client, knowing his or her business and all about it. And then yung interview, yung client ang nagtatanong sa atin ng mga questions. So, yun ang nakuha ko sa last part. Sorry.
Okay lang. Mag-replay ka na lang, VA Norgy mamaya. I-upload ko to. Lastly, VA Sandra, what is your takeaway for today?
Hello po ulit, Coach. Halos nabanggit na din po nila lahat, pero ang pinaka naging key takeaway ko po is yung kung ano po ba talaga ang discovery call, ano po yung mga parts nito, and how to execute discovery call confidently. And isa rin po is yung first part kanina tungkol sa mga agencies na read the contract carefully before doing some moves or actions. And then yun po coach.
Sige, ang dami kasi, ang daming notes ni
Sobrang dami.
ni VA
Sobrang
Sandra.
dami. Pero
Okay lang yan.
nakakatuwa din po talaga. At ito po, mag-jot down na din ako ng mga possible questions na itanong ko sa clients for tomorrow. Thank you so
Yes.
much po, Coach.